Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another crochet hair install. And today's crochet hair, as you also saw from the title and the thumbnail, is the Beshe Jerry Curl Braid hair. And I have this hair in the color T430. This hair is 10 inches and it is a pre-looped hair. It's also a 3x pack, so it's a huge pack. I don't even know if I'm pulling it all on screen. I purchased this hair with my own coin from Elevate Styles. I will link it down below. I purchased 3 packs. I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I not see it said 3x pack and I might have over purchased? But we'll get into that in a minute. We don't know. I'm saying I over purchased. I ain't even installed the hair yet. Now, as mentioned, this hair is pre-looped, and what pre-looped means is that there is a loop that's already pre-made for you on the hair. I'm not the hugest fan of a pre-loop because I don't know if you can tell, but this is huge. Like, this whole strand is huge. When I get to the front, I don't like a huge knot. Like, that's going to be an issue. So might be good and effective in the back and the front. That pre-loop is going to be removed. Now, in terms of my braid down, it was done professionally. I got it done professionally again, but this time a different person. I just have been searching Style Seat for the word braid down. All you have to do is type in the search field of Style Seat. I type down braid down. I put in my zip code because I want someone within my, Charlotte, we're a big city. So every single person I normally find is usually in the university area. And I am not going to university or North Charlotte. I'm a South Charlotte Valentine girl. I need someone in my sphere over here. And I found someone whose braid downs were $60 with a shampoo, a blow dry, all that good stuff. So I went with her. She asked me what I was doing, and I said I was going to have a little bit of leave out. So she gave me this braid pattern, which is 9 braids. They're all kind of going. They're all kind of going back there. I'm not going straight back. They're kind of curved. And then somehow she looped the braid through, and I'm like, I like that. I think she's my new person. I've never been to her before. She also had beehives. She had a lot of options. So I like that. I had her leave this little sliver of my hair out because I will be doing leave out with this hair because it's in my hair color. Why would I buy a T430 that matches my hair color without doing a little bit of leave out, especially for the summer? I just did a wash and go in my last video. Now it's time to fake like I have a wash and go, if that makes sense. As you can see, I have a lot of strands outside of the pack already because I did wash 2 packs of this hair. Again, I bought 3. 2 of the 3 I washed in apple cider vinegar. That's right. Now, some of you guys watch my video talking about, is synthetic crochet hair toxic? And some of you guys were like, I'm not trying synthetic hair anymore. I'm done with synthetic hair. And I was like, that's fine. I'm not. I left that video with, I'm not stopping, but you do what you feel safe. And some people said I'm completely not wearing synthetic. And some people said I'm wearing it, but I'm going to rinse it first. And I said, totally fine. That's an option as well. So I did rinse this hair prior to installing again with this apple cider vinegar, so ACV hair rinse. All I did was put this product in the hair, let it sit for, it says on the bottle, 1 to 3 minutes. So I did that for up to 3 minutes, and then I rinsed it out, and now you see it as its rinsed state. So this is after I've put the apple cider vinegar, let it sit. And now today I'm installing. I want to preface this with, no, I'm not going to be doing this to every hair that I install, but I want to show you guys what apple cider vinegar is if you guys want to go that method. Number 2, do I know if it's solving the issue of getting all the carcinogens and lead and everything that these articles are scaring people to think that's in the hair? Does this 100% solve it? I don't know. I didn't see anything come out of the water when I was rinsing it. When I rinsed the hair, nothing changed in the water as it was flowing out of the hair. So I don't know if it's working. I'm not here to say this is a be-all, this is a catch-all, this is going to save it. If you have allergies to hair, I get comments. I've got a DM the other day, hey, my scalp is itching. What do I do? My response to her was, take the hair out. You're allergic. You take the hair out. You could be allergic to crochet hair, and that's fine. Some people are allergic to latex. You can't use latex gloves around them. Some people are allergic to peanuts. Don't put peanut oil in their food. Some people are allergic to strawberries. You can't ask me to make a strawberry shortcake without strawberries. If you're allergic, you just don't need to eat strawberry shortcake. So that's the thing. If you're allergic to crochet hair, I'm not allergic, so I can't tell you what 100% will work to cure your allergies. Maybe just don't avoid it. Just say no. Just say no. So I did want to rinse a hair out for you in today's video so you can see. I hope it doesn't change the consistency. That's why I don't want to rinse hairs, because I don't know how it would perform if I didn't rinse it. So I like to try hair straight from the pack as a consumer, because I like to know that nothing I did from pack to head changed anything. Sometimes people are going to be like, "Oh, well, you rinsed the hair. Maybe that changed things." That's why I don't like that. So I just wanted to have one video where I rinsed. Maybe I'll rinse another hair since I have a little bit left. But enough yapping, enough talking. Let's just get into my install of this Jerry curl hair. So once again, a look at that pre-loop section. And all I'm going to do to install is push the crochet needle through my hair, attach the crochet hair, then pull both through. Since this hair is pre-looped, all I'm going to do is take that already pre-made loop, enlarge it a bit, and pull the hair through once. You do not need to double knot, triple knot a pre-looped hair. The hair is going to stay in place if you just pull it through once. And I'm going to continue this process all throughout my head of pushing the crochet needle through, pulling both the needle and the hair through, and pulling the hair through once that already pre-made loop. Another benefit of pre-looped hair is that you do cover a lot of ground if it is one of these thicker hair. You can already see, I feel like I've installed 2 pieces, as you've seen, and a lot of ground has been covered. So pre-loop does have a little bit of great things about it, but I'm never going to give pre-looped hair too much. Again, continuing this process, I might get questions about how the apple cider vinegar smelled. It smelled like apple cider vinegar as soon as I put it into the hair. And I was like, oh no, how are people doing this? This hair is going to smell like apple cider vinegar? No, ma'am. But once you rinse it out, I no longer smelled the apple cider vinegar, which was strange because it was so overpowering when I first put it on the hair. It smelled straight, like it was not diluted at all, straight from a regular bottle. You know, you've seen it in the store. You've bought apple cider if you've ever done any kind of like bloating or digestive things. But it did not at all carry through once it was rinsed out, which was a positive in my book. But again, a lot of ground has been covered. So pre-looped hair does have, again, a few benefits, but of course, continuing on throughout the process. Now that big old pre-loop, it's fine for the back because ain't nobody going to see it. But when it gets to the front, I ain't having that. So I pop that pre-loop right off, and then you're left with 3 strands. So 3 strands are in each pre-loop section. And all I'm going to do to install is push the crochet needle through, attach the hair, and then pull the hair through one time, making an invisible loop. So 1 strand through once, that makes an invisible loop. And as you can see, it's a lot smaller. So almost what? Invisible to the hairline. So I'm going to continue that process in the parts of my head where people can see. Now, again, in order to remove that pre-loop, you just pull the hair from both ends. It pops off. Pull, pop, and go, as I like to call it. If you're like, well, Leah, where does it go? Where does that pre-looped little nodule, that little thing that was holding it in place, where does that go? I don't know. That's for my vacuum to figure out later. It just popped off, landed somewhere. My vacuum will deal with that situation later, but removing that pre-loop is not hard. Just pull each side, just pull left, right, pops, install it. You have 3 individual pieces. But again, this is why it's important to remove that pre-loop when you get to the front. It's just too big. The fact that 3 strands can be obtained from 1 little pre-loop lets you know how thickums that pre-loop is. So again, great for the back, would look big and fluffy and a little too much if you left it intact in the front. I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to leave it intact for the front, you want to leave it intact all throughout, that is perfectly fine as well. But again, just for what I like in a seamless looking hairline, pull, pop, and go with that pre-looped in the areas where people can see my head. Before taking out my leave out, I want to show you guys what my hairline is kind of looking like. And then I'm going to put oil on my hands before taking down my leave out. And I just felt like the hair needed it a bit. I'm going to also use my 14-in-1 Miracle Worker by Hawaiian Silky to apply to the hair itself. I'll get into it during my outro, why I felt like it was important. This step is completely optional, but I felt like I needed it a bit. So now this is the finished look. Don't mind me. I'm just feeling myself a bit. Like, honey, I went in that mirror. I was like, you can't tell me nothing. And it was a quick install at that as well. It took her name was Kish, who I went to. I'm hesitant to give out her information because I don't want her to be booked. Like, I see her as up and coming. Like, I booked her on Thursday. Thursday night, I said, I could go down to my mama's house, do my breakdown after work and all of that good stuff. Or I could just find somebody on Style Seat. Thursday, booked her. She was booking her Thursday, not thinking she had a 5 o'clock on Friday, and then she had a 5 o'clock on Friday. But, you know, super sweet spirit, amazing girl, like the whole beauty shop. It was a old school beauty shop feel. So it was like 6 other stylists in a beauty shop, you know, gossip, talking about men. So Kish is her name. I just found her on Style Seat. But again, you can find anybody on your local Style Seat. Just type in braid down. That's what I did. It took her roughly about an hour 15 to do the entire braid down, and I still had time because it is still south. I still had time to go see my family afterwards. So I still saw my mom, and I was like, I'm not even here for a braid down. I'm here to enjoy you, girl. You don't even have to do my braid down. So hour 15 for her to do it took me an hour 15 roughly to install as well. It was so quick. I mean, I say an hour 15, it probably was closer to an hour to install because when you do have pre-looped, as much as I don't like pre-looped, it does make it easier in the back because you're just doop, 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 and it fills up more space because it is multiple strands. One of those pre-loop sections was 3 strands, as you saw me separate out, so it can kind of fill in a lot more. But when I got to the front, as you saw, I took that loop away from the situation, and then I individually installed those 3 strands. I didn't split those 3 strands any further down than they were already split. And we have this style. Now I used 1 2/3 pack. So you know each pack had 3 sections. I used 1 full pack and then 2 sections from the second pack. I think when I was buying it online, 3 packs thing didn't even hit me in the head. It didn't even squash my mind that I probably only needed 2, but I should have only bought 2, and that would have been enough because I only used again 1 2/3 of the hair. Now, in terms of the install, as I mentioned, quick and easy. In terms of knotting the hair and invisible looping in the front, quick and easy. I can't really go any further than that. It was quick and easy. I think the look is exactly what I wanted. I did have to go back because twisting up my hair last night didn't give me the exact look, so I used a very thin wand curl to kind of mirror the curls. I think I thought it was a little bit more like the tight curly by Eon hair, and the tight curly by Eon is more my hair in a wash and go. This is, I don't know if my hair actually ever looks like this in any state that's not manipulated. So that's why I used a wand curl. The twist out just wasn't giving what I needed, unfortunately. In terms of the after, you saw me apply Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1 Miracle Worker. I'll list all the products you saw me use online outside of the hair, of course, as well. My thing is, I use this because it feels like the hair felt like how my hair feels after I swim. You know, in all my swim content, I say after I swim, I do this, put this little bad boy on it to give it a little bit more juice. I think I'm thinking that because I did rinse it before, that's why it felt like it was an after wash feel. Like it had that, you know, that feel. It just feels a little drier. I don't know how that'll affect the overall wear of the hair. I'm hoping it's not a big deal, but again, that's why I don't like rinsing hair first. I like to just see how a hair will be outside of the pack, but I also want to balance that with, again, you guys having those concerns and wanting to rinse your hair first. So if you rinse your hair first, I do think, I'm not a usual rinser, but my mind going back to all the times I swim in it, swimming is just like rinsing. Water is hitting either way. I think that you're going to need something to add a bit back to the hair because you're just rinsing and you're drying it out a bit. These hair are not hair, synthetic, so they are fibers. fibers require a different level of care than just, human and all that good stuff. So be mindful. I did apply this after because it did feel drier a little bit. Every single strand in my head, I did ACV rinse. It's part of that bulk hair you saw at the beginning being rinsed. So it has been rinsed. You guys don't ask me down below in the comment section, do I feel a difference with the rinse? The only difference I feel with the rinse, I don't feel any scalp difference because I'm, again, not allergic. So I've never had a feeling with any hair that I've tried. My scalp has never been affected positively, negatively, like nothing has happened. But the only difference I again find with rinsing the hair is that rinsing it did make my hair feel a bit drier, the hair feel a bit drier. Now, I have not cut this hair, so you are again seeing it at 10 inches, unfiltered, uncut, and it's 10 inch. I'm not cutting it any shorter. You guys know my channel. Wearing it 10 inches already is a stretch for me. I'm stretching myself with it being as short as it is. I want a little bit. I want it. I want a 12 or 14. I want it to drop a little bit. Drip, drippity, drop. However, I think it's cute. I'm liking this. I am actually really liking this. I wanted this look, like the look that I'm seeing right now is the look exactly that I wanted and I envisioned. I think it's going to be good for, I keep calling it the summer because right now it's warm. It's warm in North Carolina. I know we're in spring. My sniffles are letting me know it's spring, but like the weather is so warm. It's like summer. It's like summer weather. It's like warmth. And we love that. So I think the fact that this hair feels very lightweight, the braid pattern feels lightweight. I love my mom down, but I might have Kish in my back pocket at any moment because the braid pattern feels so, like, I felt like the time to install also being shorter isn't just the fact that it's pre-looped. I think the braid pattern was just an effortless braid pattern as well. Kish might have a customer for life over here. One thing I hate doing is washing and blow drying my hair. Not washing it, blow drying it. I hate it. That's why you get a wash and go for me. Wash and go is my favorite. Chef's kiss. I don't silk press my own hair because that involves blow drying my own hair. I'm probably just paying her for the blow dry alone. That is my bane of my existence. And now I might have solved that. I might have just came up with something. But overall, you guys let me know down below your thoughts on this. Of course, I'm doing a review. I always do a review. I don't know why, because I did human more recently, you think that reviews are over. The reviews are always there. There's an install and there was a review and there will always be an install and a review. So make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that review. Today is my first day. I don't know how I'll feel about this hair after wearing it for a while, but you'll know more if you are subscribed and have that notification bell on, as well as if you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89. You get to see it more in real time. You probably saw it on Instagram before you saw it on this channel, as well as on TikTok. If you follow me there, a lot of my content there is impromptu. It's whatever comes into my mind, and it's a bit more real time than waiting around for a YouTube video. But Lia Lavon 89, that's where I'm at on TikTok, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.